So today I will start with the testing of random numbers. So once random numbers are generated, then we have to test whether the generated random numbers are of good quality or not. Because quality of generated random numbers matters, right? So there is a list of desirable qualities which must be checked. So there is a list of some desirable qualities of random numbers. So first is long periodicity. Long periodicity. What does it mean? So suppose हमने कोई random number generate किया and we are doing it but with some mathematical logic. जैसे कोई भी मेथड है, जैसे कल या लास्ट लेक्चर में मैंने बात की थी, कौन कौन से मेथड्स थे, लाइक मिड स्क्वेयर जनरेटर था, एंड देन कॉन्ग्रुएंशियल मेथड, मल्टीप्लिकेटिव कॉन्ग्रुएंशियल मेथड, एंड सो ऑन, डिफरेंट मेथड्स आई टॉक्ड अबाउट दो. सो वी आर स्टार्टिंग विद समर, और कुछ टाइम के बाद क्या होगा, द रिजल्ट्स विल रिपीटिंग इटसेल्फ, रेपिटेशन स्टार्ट हो जाता है. तो लॉन्ग पीरियडिसिटी चाहिए, काफी टाइम बाद जो है वो रेपिटेशन आए. ऐसा नहीं कि 10 या 20 नंबर्स जनरेट हुए रैंडम, या 100 नंबर्स जनरेट हुए एंड देन दे स्टार्ट रिपीटिंग. दैट डजंट हैपन. that is not our requirement. Our requirement that a large number of numbers has been generated randomly and after that it starts repeating, because repetition to hoga hi hoga, we cannot avoid that. So that's the meaning of this long periodicity. Then next आता है efficiency. कितना एफिशिएंटली वो डिजायर्ड रिजल्ट दे रहे हैं, उसकी एफिशिएंसी होनी चाहिए. और तीसरी चीज जो होती है दैट इज रिप्रोड्यूसिबिलिटी. ऐसा नहीं कि एक बार रैंडम नंबर जनरेट इट गिव्स डिफरेंट रिजल्ट्स एंड अदर टाइम्स इट गिव्स डिफरेंट रिजल्ट्स फॉर टू कैलकुलेटिंग सम फिजिकल क्वांटिटी. दैट मींस दैट इज नॉट रिप्रोड्यूसिबल. सपोज मुझे पाई की वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करनी है एंड आई हैव टू यूज द रैंडम नंबर्स. सो first time when I am using those random numbers, I am getting different value, and second time if I am getting different value of time, that means my code is not efficient, right? So that means reproducibility is the another condition which must be satisfied. Then next आता है, it's a passing of certain statistical tests. Means it must pass certain statistical tests. That is again very important. So let us talk about this part in detail. Means which statistical tests are required. So first is uniformity test, then autocorrelation test, and after that it is periodicity test, and fourth one is serial correlation test. So these are the four statistical tests which a random number must follow. But I will talk about these two tests only, uniformity test and autocorrelation test, right? I will talk about only these two tests. So let us talk about uniformity test. यूनिफॉर्मिटी टेस्ट. अर्लियर लेक्चर में मैंने आप लोगों के साथ डिस्कस किया था दैट रैंडम नंबर शुड बी रैंडम, there should not be any repetition, but when we try to look at those numbers, those seems to be uniform. जैसे these are the random numbers, but if these are the random numbers, then what is happening in this way? I generated random numbers using some code, computational code, and I got these random numbers, the points. This is say y-axis and say it is x-axis. ये points are ये region जो था, this region is empty, this region is also empty, and this region is also empty. So that means they are not uniform. Random है, but even then they are not uniform. We require numbers which are random. So if sort of these two diagrams, which one is uniform? This one is more uniform. So that means uniformity is a very important thing in case of random numbers. And for this, what people do, people will use a statistical method to check their uniformity, to check the uniformity. So that is known as chi-square test. कौन सा टेस्ट लेते हैं? They will use chi-square test. It's chi-square test, and this chi-square is equal to 1 over number of class and I. It's summation over I, and I is from 1 to number of class, and here observed value, ith observed value minus experimental value. Experimental value यहाँ पे कौन सी आती है? It's a average value. ठीक है? Then its whole square divided by experimental value its square. So it is the test. So it is the chi-square. So बोलते हैं if chi-square comes out to be 0, if chi-square, if its value comes out to be 0, then we can say that random numbers are perfectly distributed. Perfectly distributed. But if chi-square comes out to be 1, then there is a normal distribution. So जनरल लाइफ में हम क्या करते हैं? अगर हम क्लासिकल या इफ यू टॉक अबाउट अवर लाइफ, देन इन जनरल वी विल प्रेफर नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. बट when we talk about random numbers, then chi-square must be equal to 0. This is the one test which they must follow. Clear? This is all about this chi-square test or the uniformity test. And next is autocorrelation. Next test is a very important test, that is autocorrelation test. It's autocorrelation test. So if we are having two numbers, successive two numbers, if we got two successive numbers and random numbers, if they are correlated with each other, then that's not a property of a random number. Means they should not relate with one another. So for this we will do a autocorrelation test. And autocorrelation test is basically, it is Ck is equal to xi plus k minus xi and xi plus k, means ये two successive numbers का product, their average and then individuals का average and then their product, right? And divided by what? It is xi and xi ये आता है, ठीक है. So what we require in random numbers case, we require numbers which are not correlated. We require numbers which are not correlated. So means for that this term must be equal to 0, and if this must be equal to 0, we can say that Ck must be equal to 0. So this is the autocorrelation test which is needed to be performed to check their validity of the numbers, whether the generated numbers are good enough to arrive at certain conclusion or not. Okay. So these are the two very important tests. So one is the chi-square test and another is the autocorrelation test. So I think this is all about this. Then let me take some example of random numbers. This is a program So program is this one. So here I defined integer I. It's a number, old, seed x and y, and real x1 and y1. Means I read two numbers x1 and y1. Sorry, not read. Real x1 and y1. ये integer declaration होगी. These are real numbers, and then input is the seed, and number is equal to 10,000 because I want to generate 10,000 numbers. Total number which I want to generate, that is 10,000, and I want to open a new file, random.dat. Old is equal to seed, means the number with which I am starting, and the formula which I am using, it is x is equal to modulo 57 into old plus 1 and 256. 256 is what? The number with which I am dividing, and the remainder will be the result. And x1 first number comes out to be x over 256, and so on. We keep on repeating this, and I will write down x, y and x1 and y1, and let us see what will happen now. अगर मैं इसको कोड को रन करता हूं, so let me open terminal. random.f, कोई एरर नहीं है. Remove old file, I removed it, and then I compiled it /a.out. It is random.f. Stop data saved in random.dat. Let us have a look at. Sorry. empty vi random.f. Let us try to discuss one more example. And I will talk about random.f later on. So program is this one. Yeah, it is basically to calculate the value of pi, right? And the formula which I used, it is pi sum over total. Sum over total. So what I did, I have value of pi using random numbers, right? So ये मेरे पास यूनिट स्क्वायर है एंड देन आई एनक्लोज दिस लाइक दिस. ऐसे आएगा. इट्स फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट, 1/4 ऑफ ए सर्कल. इट इज 1/4 ऑफ ए सर्कल. सो ये जो रीजन है, दिस रीजन, इट्स एरिया इज इक्वल टू एरिया ऑफ दिस रीजन इज व्हाट? This region, and area of square is what? 1 into 1, because it is unit. It is 1, and this distance is also 1. So what is its area is 1, and area of this region, this shaded region, it is area of circle divided by what? Divided by 4. Divided by 4. So if I take area of square divided by area of shaded region, or I can call this shaded region as first quadrant. That's the first quadrant. Then this must be equal to, means area of square and area of shaded region, it must be equal to, what is the area of the square? It is of unit length, so it is 1 over area of shaded region, 1/4 of pi 1 square, right? So it is 1 over, or I can say that it is 4 over pi. But I want to estimate the value of pi, and if I use Monte Carlo method, then what will happen? I blindly throwing some shots over it, and I will count the total number of shots. So ये क्या आ जाएगा? This area of square is equal to total number of shots and number of shots inside quadrant or shaded region. So it is square and shaded region. So means 4 over pi is equal to number over square and number over shaded region. So from here I can calculate the pi is equal to 4 into pi goes this side and n shaded divided by n square. So this is a way that how can estimate this. Now how I will decide out of random numbers, because the random number which I am getting, those always lying between 0 and 1, and it is the radius, and radius must be equal to, means we have to calculate random numbers x and y, and which shot is lying outside. So if x square plus y square is less than equal to r, then I can say that it is lying inside. Otherwise it is lying outside it. So I will use this idea here, and try to calculate the value of pi, estimation of pi. So let us go back. So here read total means how many total number of shots. So here he is saying that it is 10,000 से लेके यहाँ तक ये इसकी रेंज होनी है. This must be the range. इसके बीच में total number of shots होने चाहिए. And then I calculated the x value using built-in function, that is xrand, rand 0. And similarly I can also estimate the value of y, means both the values are calculated randomly using the code. So now then I applied the condition, if x value square minus plus y value square is less than equal to 1, because 1 is the radius, then sum is equal to sum plus 1. That means if it is less than equal to 1, then it is lying inside the shaded region, otherwise it is not countable. So what I will do, and then sum is equal to sum plus 1. Here it is total, I have written x value, y value, and then continue, and finally I will calculate sum over total, 4 star sum over total. That's what we are getting formula. यही formula हमारे पास आया था, ये देखो. Let me go back. It is shaded total number of shots inside the shaded region divided by n square, means total number of shots which I am throwing, and it will give me the value of pi. It will give me the value of pi. So if I run this code, then right, and then dot slash a dot out, it is pi underscore random dot dat t out 1 dot dat, means जो data generate होगा I that dumped into some another file. Welcome to enter the value. So you can enter value. You can give a very large number between between these two numbers. Okay, and then we are getting the value of pi will be 3.1385. This is the value of pi which we are getting. This is the value of pi which we are getting estimated, and it's very close to 3.14. If we are having better random number generator, large number of random numbers we will generate, then that value will be more better. And let us try to see this file. It is the data file which I have generated. So see, this is the x value, this is the value of y, and they are randomly generated. Let me comment it and try to plot it. I have to plot second and the third column. Second and the third column, because these are the random values of x and y. Let us see how they look like. It is 2:3. Along 2 it is x, and yeah, it is 2. And these are the numbers which I am getting. see the pattern of, and this uniformly arranged, ये x और y की वैल्यूज आ रही थी. Now you can see almost uniformly these random numbers are generated, right? So this is a way that how we can estimate the things using these random numbers, and these are very useful in physics. They're very useful to find out n-dimensional or multi-dimensional integrals, right? So I think that's all for today.